Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new video interview opportunity at Chogonet Gaming News. And, as we have been covering at Chogonet since September and October, when online gaming and sports betting made their way into Connecticut, Mohegan Sun has certainly been one of the key players in this new landscape. And today we'll have the opportunity to be speaking with Mohegan Sun President and General Manager, Jeff Hamilton. This property has recently announced a new investment for the casino, 15 million investment in opening new projects in the casino property. So we'll have first-hand details from Jeff Hamilton. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, maybe we can start with that. What were the factors leading to this new investment and at this moment? And how do you expect to get a positive return from this investment and maybe the synergies that this can bring to all other segments of your property?
Right. So I think, thinking about our strategy, I think we always try to keep our brand fresh, especially for our premium customers. So if you think about the updates that we're doing, we're going to redo our Royal Suites with two 3,500 square foot suites on our 35th and 36th floor of our Sky Tower. We also are going to build a brand new Players Lounge in our Earth casino, and then we're doing a bunch of upgrades at our golf course. Just talking about the suites first, I think from our perspective, we really have tried over the course of the last 3 or 4 years to create immersive experiences. So really every aspect of the property, we're kind of looking at it and trying to create an experience that is differentiating, both within the market and then, really from a property standpoint throughout the whole United States. So, what we're going to do is we're going to change those suites. We're going to make them different. So they're, we're going to use a fire and water theme in each one of those, really in accordance with what we've done here on property. Anyone that's been to Mohegan Sun, Earth is a very important part of our property design, and we're going to translate that into the suites. And I think the suites are really going to have they're going to have their own differentiated really wow type of experience that you're going to want to go and see. And if you've been in the one, you're going to want to try the other one. And we really believe from a premium product standpoint, will be some of the nicest suites from a casino perspective in the whole United States. We're really, really excited about, being able to offer those to our premium customers, and look forward to getting those open. And then if you think about the lounge, same thing, we brought Tao here last year in the middle of the pandemic, really an immersive type, food and beverage experience. And we're going to do the same thing with our lounge. So we're using Rockwell to design that. Rockwell has designed most of our property here, and really going to create, a lounge experience for our premium players that is immersive, right? And it's differentiating. It's different than, really any casino lounge, that I've seen, throughout the country, where the level of detail, the service, and the experience are going to be, differentiating. So I think, those two things combined, we think are going to, create an upgraded experience, which is already great for our premium players. And then, with the golf course, I think, our golf course is something that, we've been paying close attention over the course of the, last 3 or 4 years. We've been making upgrades there, and, we're just changing the course to make it feel more like a resort course. The way the course was built before is very difficult. For a leisure player was, not as fun, right? You're losing your ball in, fescue, and, it was just really, really difficult from a resort perspective. So really just trying to get that aligned, with our property here and create, just a world-class golf experience as well.
Well, and you covered all the highlights of these new projects. And well, you were mentioning for instance, the premium players. Who are the target guests and customers? Maybe can we expect a new kind of customer that can be attracted to now that you're opening these new offerings and this new concept, immersive concept in your assets in the property? Maybe can we expect from neighboring states like New Jersey or Hampshire coming to more attractive to come to Mohegan Sun with this investment?
Yeah, I think from an infrastructure standpoint, I would stand by our our product offering currently, really over any of the competitors. But our thought process is you got to constantly make that better. One of our core values is continuously striving for perfection, and I always try to use that as we have to be better today than we were yesterday, to make sure from a customer retention standpoint, our customers have something new to come back to. And then I also believe that those types of things, when you're opening them, people might give us a try, like you discussed. Maybe you're a loyal customer to another casino, and you say, wow, look at the investments that they're making, to their property. I want to experience that. Or you hear from other casino customers. What we found is that if you're in, especially in the Northeast, I believe, casino customers talk, right? They have these social websites. They're all, they're on Facebook. They're sharing information. They're talking about what casino is providing this and what experience is that, and both positive and negative. So what we found is that when you're able to provide that premium experience, people talk about it, and then ultimately we believe that leads to additional patronage. And then the last thing I would say, obviously, we're getting ready for New York table games. We believe there's going to be downstate casino. There could be a brand new resort coming out of that, or multiple brand new resorts. So just like we did with Massachusetts, making sure that our customers feel like we're doing enough to retain their patronage, that our service is top line, and we have new things that they can experience. They don't need to go to a new property.
Right. Well, we have spoken with the CEO of Mohegan Gaming Entertainment, Ray Pinot, last December. He told us that the company was in the process of integrating its rewards program between digital gaming and the property into one single system. So maybe you can share some details on the current status of this integration.
Yeah, it just launched, just a few weeks ago, where you can earn momentum dollars for online play. Not many, properties are doing that currently. So if you play online in Connecticut, you can earn momentum dollars that you can use on property here. And I think, working with Mohegan Digital, the thought process has always been, we want our digital platform to be a driver for our bricks and mortar location. So I think this is an important aspect of that, where you can play online, and then you have the ability to kind of use those momentum dollars for things here on property. So we're really excited. It just kicked off, so I don't really have data on how it's doing. I think we do see there's a lot of earning going on, which is exciting. But from an overall redemption standpoint, very early on, just 2 weeks in. We're also working, and we believe over the course of the next 2 months, we'll be also offering momentum dollars for on-premise sports betting, which we don't see happening at other locations. Our momentum program, our Players Cup program, has been a competitive advantage for us. It's something that has driven people to our property for years, and we constantly, again, are working to make that better. And this is just one new way that you can earn and then be rewarded, and then ultimately come on property and utilize those rewards.
Well, since you mentioned sports betting, we covered the FanDuel Sportsbook soft opening in February, and then it was said that there would be a grand opening in March. Maybe you can clarify the timeline, or if we can expect some more expansion for this FanDuel Sportsbook, or this is the one that opened in February is the permanent Sportsbook.
Yeah, so the one that we opened is permanent. We had a great grand opening celebration. Rob Gronkowski, was here. We were really, Michael Buffer was here. He emceed it for us. So let's get ready to rumble. It was really, really just an exciting night. And again, believe in alignment with a lot of things we've been talking about, that, our sports book is the nicest, nicest sports book on the East Coast. We've had many people that have, said that to us directly. Really an immersive experience, a screen that we believe is the largest screen on the East Coast, great food and beverage experience, some great VIP options. We have to have a second floor, where you can rent and, have a great, great line of sight into the sports. And, coming up, we're really excited for next weekend. We're going to have a derby party. There's a UFC fight. Obviously, Canelo is also fighting. So next Saturday is a big sports day for us. So we're excited to have our first derby in our brand new sports book. It's going great. We've seen great results from that. The Celtics being in the playoffs, here in New England, has been, beneficial, and we're really excited about the NFL season. So obviously, sports betting, it revolves around the NFL, and that's going to be the best place to watch football, really in the Northeast.
Right, and when this kicked off this sportsbook in late September with the temporary location, you said that this new availability of sports betting had driven traffic to the casino as well. So are we still seeing this specific indicator reflecting this crossover trend? And how is the FanDuel app in digitally speaking, all the features that it offers? What is the added value that it's bringing to the Mohegan Sun?
Yeah, I think, we always, sports betting, obviously very volatile. We all know that from a gaming perspective. But definitely, correlation between sports betting and table games play. And that's something that we're, really excited about. We've been experiencing. So, I think that that's something that we can, look forward to continuing to grow on, especially with this new sportsbook. And then FanDuel's been a great partner. I think, you think about FanDuel, their online platform is great. And then their on-premise platform is also great. So I think, we partnered with, what we believe is the best, sports betting platform in order to bring that to Mohegan Sun. And we know that, with this brand new sports book that has become a destination, people in general just don't come for sports betting. They're going to go play table games. They're going to play slots. They're going to go in our restaurants and our hotel. Really record non-gaming revenue is what we've seen through the first quarter. From a food and beverage hotel perspective. So we're really excited about that, kind of just creating this unique, immersive destination experience in every aspect of our business, whether it's the hotel, like we talked about, or our F&B with Tao, and now this new lounge. And we believe we'll have two new food and beverage partners to talk about over the course of the next 90 days. The sports betting, this brand new destination sports book. Just trying to make sure that really every aspect of our business is a destination and it's an immersive experience.
And I was recalling something that we also discussed with Ray Pinot in December, that it was the upcoming, well, back then, New York mobile sports betting hadn't launched yet. And he said that even if it launched, the mobile sports betting in New York, that Mohegan had a lot of benefits and advantages facing that new market, that neighboring market. So have you seen any impact of this? We've shown it. We're covering record numbers, of course, in New York. Have you seen any impact, or what are the differential factors in Mohegan Sun to face this?
Yeah, I think we would probably describe our performance as outpacing expectations. Again, I think when you think about in Connecticut, from a market share perspective, we're the market leader in Connecticut. Our database is the strongest in Connecticut. So, I think when you think about on premise, people that live in New York weren't able to bet on online sports betting in Connecticut anyway. They had to come into the state of Connecticut in order to make that bet. So I think when you think about, the New York performance, those are New York residents that maybe went to Jersey or went to Connecticut, but you think about from a wallet perspective, I would say that wallet has grown significantly now that you've kind of taken that barrier of having to go somewhere and having the ability to kind of do it, right at your house while you're watching a game. I think, as it relates to us in the state of Connecticut, we're the market leader. And then, from an infrastructure standpoint, for that New York resident, if they want to get away and go to, a resort, we have always been, one of the top choices. So we're definitely seeing New York visitation. Again, they're not just coming for sports betting, but they're betting on sports while they're here, and then enjoying, a lot of the other things that we've been discussing, the F&B, the table games, the slots, everything, the arena, just our show lineup has been, really historic, coming up, in the next 6 months. Really our business drivers are, what we would say are full go. Coming out of COVID, finally feels like we've gotten some momentum, and we're looking forward to, just a great 6 months.
Right. Well, just as a final topic, Mohegan Sun has voiced support for legislative plans to launch a study on as we have this new big market, including iGaming and sports betting since September and October. Legislator wants to launch a study on the prevalence of fraudulent gambling that could be attached to this new market. So maybe you can share some details on the current status of this project and your own outlooks for this study.
Yeah, I think from problem gambling supporter, we've always supported, worked closely with the Connecticut Council on Problem Gambling, have been big problem gambling supporters. I think when you add new new ways to enjoy gambling, there's always a period of time where you have to work together and kind of adjust and align to make sure that we're doing everything we can to prevent problem gambling. So that work is going on now. But again, I think, historically, since 1996, we've been a very big supporter, a very big partner with the Connecticut Council on Problem Gambling. And, over the course of the next few months, next few years, we'll make sure that that continues. And, obviously from an adjustment perspective, we're going to see, the things that we can do to, improve that with the online betting being available at this time.
Right. Well, we have one final minute. If you want to make a final reflection, maybe in terms of this omni-channel consolidation that we are seeing in the gaming industry, you have already spoken about this, but maybe one final thought about what looking ahead, what Mohegan Sun plans in order to enhance the omni-channel presence that all casinos are entitled to this year.
Yeah, I think for us, I think ultimately we want, again, like you said, we want it to be, when you play online, it's a Mohegan experience, and then ultimately you can utilize, the reward dollars to come on property and go to a show or go to our shops or, play from a gaming perspective when you want that on-premise experience. I think, we're going to lead, the market, as it relates to that, already are with momentum dollars being available, for online play at, Mohegan Sun Casino. We're going to be adding the sports betting component to that, so you can earn momentum dollars for betting on sports here on premise. And we look forward to utilizing this new way of gambling to drive future customers to the property. I think that's going to continue to grow. I think long term you're going to see that happen between jurisdictions. So we operate in multiple jurisdictions currently. So the growth of momentum is something that is a key strategy for us over the course of the next 3 to 5 years. Something that has been a competitive advantage for us here in Connecticut. We're going to grow that in other jurisdictions. And again, always, utilizing online to drive people to our bricks and mortar properties.
Very clear then. Well, thank you very much, Chef, for taking the time to speak with us today at Shoganet, and hopefully we can catch up soon with new developments at Mohegan Sun.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
You too.